Hey, real estate investors. Today, let's talk about how you make money in real estate and what could you do with a property that's like this. Hey, real estate investors. Today, I'm exploring or going through a property here in a beautiful town of Lidditz. Lidditz, Pennsylvania is known to be one of the cutest small towns of America, I think is what it's labeled. Something like that. But either way, it is a great area. When we label these areas, Bigger Pockets has this alphabetical thing, A, B, C, and D. This area, obviously being an A area, being a great area, good school district, very low crime, makes this very interesting. A lot of times A-type properties don't cash flow, but I'm in a townhome that's in, well, bad shape, very bad shape. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to show how we make money on this and what this deal could look like. All right, so we are looking at the front door here. This road is a very quiet road, nice road in Lidditz. This is a good property location-wise. But the home is in need of some major repairs. Obviously, the carpet is the carpet. So we're going to look at replacing that. But then we have some weird boards, paneling type thing here. Then we have some drywall there. It's electric baseboard heat. This is a duplex, so one side of another house. We have drop ceiling in the front room here, but we have drop ceiling here. Again, some paneling here. This is actually drywall. And then we got some more paneling on this wall. Got just an ugly ceiling fan. Flooring's bad. No kitchen. Windows are pretty rough. Back door is pretty rough. And I don't know if you can see, but it is definitely sloping from left to right downhill here. So obviously being the low side right there. So obviously there's some structure issues here that are going to need to be addressed with this property. I won't be able to get downstairs here. I need to get a flashlight to look at that. But basically, we're looking at all new kitchen, all new carpet, all new painting, and even some drywall work. And so we're going to spend quite a bit of money on this property. Right now, they're asking $170,000 for this thing. Basically, what I would do with this, obviously beautiful red carpet. So we're looking at $170,000 for the purchase. We're probably looking at flooring somewhere in the ballpark of $8,000 to $15,000, depending on what you want to stick in this. I would tend to be a little quicker to install LVP flooring, luxury vinyl plank flooring. It's a nice wood-looking product. However, it's just vinyl, sheet vinyl, strips of vinyl strips, which makes it really easy to replace. We have 3 bedrooms here. You could make this a 4-bedroom. Upstairs, windows are pretty rough as well. They're very hazed over, so you're going to probably need to replace those as well. But this is a very functional house. I mean, to be honest, this would be a great flip potentially if you put in the right products and did a lot of the work yourself. You're going to need a new tile bathroom here. You're going to need to do this bathroom completely. Some new windows. Painting's going to be probably somewhere around $8,000 unless you're willing to do it yourself, which I highly recommend. It is electric baseboard heat. So some of these are older that could be replaced. Some electrical work, needing some new outlets, maybe replacing thermostats and switches to make them just look nice, newer lighting. So maybe another $3,000 for electrical work done here. maybe a little bit more, maybe $5,000 if you replace all the electric baseboard heaters. You're looking at $400 a window, probably wrapped exterior. Paint-wise, you're going to probably wrap that in the exterior, some paint exterior as well. So you're going to have a new kitchen, which is going to be somewhere around 10 to 15, depending on what you stick in it. Bathroom, again, about $5,000 to $10,000, probably $10,000. So we're racking that up pretty quickly. So we're going from $170,000 to maybe $40,000 to $55,000, again, depending on what type of products you stick in the property, how much you do yourself. Closing costs, another $5,000 on this. But one of the cool things is you can make this a living space up here. What this would do would be allow you to obviously need to rip out some things, insulate and drywall. So it would be a pretty, expensive task here. But if you were able to get this space and add this as a fourth bedroom, a master bedroom or something like that, because it's a very large space up here, insulate it, you're making this now a 4-bedroom house. This could be a huge opportunity to increase the value of this property. You're going 180,000 plus 5, so 185 plus another 50, 235,000. Value here could be somewhere around 250 to 275, depending on what you did to the property. Rent wise, you're going to get easily probably somewhere right around $1,995 a month in rents, depending on what you did in upgrades on this property. So basically, you buy this property, rehab it, and refinance it out, rent it out. And that is how you make money. So you are putting some upfront money, some upfront cost in repairs here. With this basement here, we are going to be involved in some sort of repairs on that back kitchen area, which is under a crawl space crawl space. So apologize, we won't be able to really see back there. But we do have some moisture problems down in here. So we'd have to look at trying to figure that out as well. So really what we're wanting to get out of this property, probably want to get this thing down to about 150 is where we would want to be at, maybe even a little less if possible. So basically how you make your money in real estate is you buy a property cash, you spend the money rehabbing this property, bring it up to speed, get it in a good condition, go back to the bank, refinance it, get a loan on it, and rent it out. Once you're renting it out, you should be cash flowing at least $100 a month. Again, we're in a good area, so maybe I'm okay with $50 a month. Because of the appreciation and the value of this type of area and this type of property. But then you're basically refinancing, pulling majority of your money out, if not all of it. Obviously, we want to see all of it pull back out, all the money you put in, so that $235,000 that you put into the property, you want to be able to pull back out with a loan when you refinance it. Now, in order to do that, you're going to need to have the valuation over 300, which I don't think you'll be able to get over 300 at this point. But again, it's possible depending on what you do with the property, maybe some added value to it, maybe a garage in the back if you wanted to look to flip the property. But that's maybe not the best idea. Definitely off-street parking there. So definitely a lot of opportunity being in the small town of Lidditz. Makes it really great opportunity here. So basically you make your money that way, where you have 20% equity in the property after you've done the rehab and you built that equity in by doing all the work that you did. So Again, I'd like to see this thing kind of at 150,000, maybe a little bit less. It'd be ideal. But if I have to leave $10,000 in this deal, I'm okay with that. If I have to leave a couple thousand in, no worries there. You have a property that's cash flowing and making you some money. So hopefully this is a good example of what we look for when we're looking for an investment property. And this strategy is what they call the BRRRR strategy: buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat is the BRRRR strategy. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you're interested in this property, let me know, or something like it. So keep on investing.